Hey guys! Today I would like to speak with you about graphite pencils. In particular, I will share with you my knowledge about the different graphite pencils type, and I will explain to you different grades in graphite pencils. So, without further ado, let's get started! First thing, on the market you can find a lot of different type of pencils. The core of each pencil is composed by graphite and clay. And the different proportions of these two materials actually make the pencil softer or harder and make also different values. On the market you can buy single pencils from different brands, and they all have very typical colors by the brand that you buy and different characteristics, and different grades are indicated on each pencil. Then you can buy the woodless graphite pencils, like this one that I'm showing to you. This in particular is an HP, and this is composed entirely by graphite and clay. And then you can buy the very common mechanical pencil. The mechanical pencil doesn't need the sharpener, actually is automatic, as the name said. And you have just to change the graphite inside, and when you buy the single graphite, you can choose the grade and the millimeters of the graphite that you are going to put inside. Then you can find also some pencils set. In this case, I will show you the Faber-Castell 12 Castell 9000R set, and it is composed by 12 graphite pencils. And here you can find different grades for each pencils. And I will show you now in more details all the grades, and I will explain you the differences. So we start with the letter B on our pencils, and B stands for blackness. Actually, these kind of pencils have the core that is the softer. They have a darkened value, and they usually also enhance the texture of the paper on which you apply them. They can smudge very easily, and they are usually used to do shadows. The core of these pencils is softer than the H pencils, because in this pencils grade actually the clay proportion is inferior, and this means that there is more release of graphite on the paper. For this reason, the value of this grade is darkened, and they are ideal to create shadows in your drawings. But since the core is softer in this grade of pencils, you have to sharpen them more often. Among this category, actually, the most used are the 2B and the B pencils. They are also the more common that you can find in shops to buy, and in particular, I think that the 2B is my favorite to use for sketching. The most common, for sure, pencils out there is the HB pencils. The letter H and the letter B in this grade of pencils actually mean hardness and blackness. They are midway between the B grade pencils and the H pencils. For this reason they are the most used, because you can have a hard core pencil and at the same time quite a dark value. Then we can find the F pencils. F stay for fine point. You can sharpen these pencils very well, and actually you can use them for line, for example, and details, and the value of this pencil is quite light. Then we can find the H grade pencils. In this case, H stays for hardness. And these pencils have a very hard core actually, and they are perfect for line art, for details, but they go also very smooth on paper. They are also easier to erase, to do highlight actually, than the B grade pencils. You can see here, when I finish the scale, the different values between the B grade and the H grade, and you can see very easily how the B grade is darker than the H, and in particular in the H core the proportion of clay is higher. The B grade also smudged very easily, as I show here. Instead, the H didn't smudge a lot when I put my finger on it. This is not a complete overview on all the different grades in pencils. You can find out there also the 9B and the 9XXB, that is very dark in value and very soft. And for the H grades you can increase the number up to the 9H. And remember that highest is the number in the H grade and harder is the graphite core. And in the B grade, higher is the number and softer is the graphite core of the pencils. So this was a very quick guide and overview on pencils type and pencils grade. I hope this video was useful. If so, please give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to don't miss any other content. See you next time. Moi moi!